Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about how to have ideas that make money again and again and again. I'm Trevor Emden, International Success Coach, and welcome to this video. I'm going to try to keep it brief. There are only 3 steps you need to have ideas that lead to money. So let's look at the first one. First, obviously you need an idea. Where are you going to get an idea from? Now, you can't force an idea. You can't sit down and go, I'm going to have an idea today. Can't do that, right? So, in order to have an idea that is going to make money, it needs to solve a problem. People are always struggling with bits of life. We all do it all the time. And if your idea helps them to solve a problem, they will be grateful for that. And one of the ways that will show their gratitude is with money. So, where do you, instead of looking for an idea, look for a problem? And I would say, look for a problem in an area of life that you know something about. So, the evergreens of life, the ones that are never ever going to go away, everyone's always going to have issues, challenges, and, in quotes, problems with these areas forever, throughout life, throughout the generations, never going away, right? Health, obviously there's a bazillion subsections to all of these. Health, starting with things like weight loss. I wouldn't go directly for, here's the best diet in the world, because there's massive competition for that. I would find one tiny aspect of something, if you're going for that, one tiny aspect of it that you know about, right? But it might be other people's health, it might be a baby's health or something like that, or it might be some other aspect of health. There are caveats around health as well to do with, if you're not medically qualified, you can't say, I know how to cure something. You could get into a lot of trouble and clearly do a lot of damage doing that. So that's an iffy one in some ways, but there are plenty of roads into that area, and it is a constant and reliable source of problems that you can find solutions to. Money, finances, how to pay for stuff, how to save it, how to get out of debt, how not to lose it, how to keep it safe. There's just endless, and how to make it, of course, is just endless ways of dealing with the money thing. Relationships, again, the obvious one is romantic relationships, marriages, divorce, but then there's also relationships with your kids, relationships with your parents, relationships with colleagues, relationships with, the world at large. I mean, there's just so many things. Right. I'm going to hop over to the internet, and so we can have a look at some places where you can find some of these and how easy it is. So I've come to this website, which is called Quora.com, Quora, as you can see, just Quora.com. And you need to sign up for a free account with them. That's obviously not a problem. It's free. And I just typed in the word toddler. Now, I don't actually have a toddler, but it's just because it's not the standard, it's not a relationship, that most people would think of straight away. It's not a romantic relationship. Toddler, right? And then what I did was, I just started type in toddler. Toddler won't, I was going to write. Look at this. Toddler won't eat his meals. Working moms. My toddler won't speak won't say mom. What can you do to make a child stop crying? The toddler won't eat his meals came up first. So if we click on that, our toddler won't eat his meals and just wants snacks. What should I do? There you are. That's not the only mum in the world with that problem. And you can see 69 people have answered that particular question. I don't know when it was posted. I don't know if it shows me a date on here. Oh, it shows me when it was answered quite a while ago, 2016. Well, that's nothing to do with it. But then, if you had a toddler that wouldn't eat, maybe you already have some ideas about how you got him or her to eat. But there are 69 other people's answers here, so you could go and look at those too. Just click on the question, you can go and look there. Now, another place that I like to do research for this kind of thing, and you see how quick that was, you just pick a topic from your own life. I go to magazines.com, And there you are, magazines.com. Now, you can't see inside the magazines here. And what I did here was I typed in parenting. There may be magazines with toddler in the title, but obviously toddlers aren't going to buy magazines, so I typed in parenting. And look and see what you get. You know, the green parent. Now, but what you can see from the covers, let's look at, when you click on them, they should enlarge. So let's look at Working Mother and see if we can see something there. On the covers are the topics that the editors think will sell the magazine. I hope I'm still audible because I can see some of the pictures freezing. And I don't know what's still hungry. Why so many families are food insecure? That says it's probably a bit small for you to read. About sleeping, can't sleep. This is presumably the mum that can't sleep. But there's another issue that would be around, you know, that you might solve. When your child needs a tutor, build a better breast pump. I'm not sure about that one. Don't think I could answer that one. Okay, sorry about that. We lost it there for a second. Right. Okay. So so just look at the magazine covers, and you'll get ideas about the kind of things that people are seeking answers to. These are meant to sell the magazine. The editors think these are the headlines to put on the magazine. Just look at another one here. Skills that you need to succeed. That could be, that's a bit general. Break through bad money habits. That's another. You know, obviously we can't look inside the magazine, so we don't know exactly what the advice is here. But actually, if you do get some of these magazines, sometimes what you'll see when you do read the articles is that they're not complete solutions, and you need to get your head around that as well. You don't need to be a world-class expert to have an idea. If you set people off on the right road, they'll be grateful. You know, take another one. The other place I go and look is YouTube. Now, what's brilliant about YouTube is that it will show you again what people are searching for. So if I'll type in a toddler, but let's go to, you see what kind of, just with W. But if I start typing in won't, toddler won't eat food comes up. First, toddler won't eat, toddler won't stay in bed, and then toddler won't eat fruit, toddler won't sleep in own bed, same thing, right? So we can see that eating and sleeping with toddlers is a massive issue. So I'm going to give you some practical advice and some personal advice about how to come up with these solutions to problems, right? So the practical advice is, if you see that this is a problem that you'd like to help with and you're not sure how, then I need to be careful how I say this. Do not plagiarize other people's work, but go and look, go and read the magazine articles, go and look at blogs, go and look at the video, you know, click that and go and watch some of the videos, you know, especially some of the more popular ones, and see how other people have solved the problem. Because what's going to happen is you will either go, that's brilliant, or I would never have done it that way. In which case, what way would you have done it? Now, if you think it's brilliant, then put it in your own words and your own format. If you like making videos, make one of your own. But you could write it down. You could make a PDF. You could do a little ebook, or an audio even. Do a podcast. That's very popular these days. Lots of ways of getting it out there. So if I go back to my mind map, you're solving a problem. Where to get the ideas? Quora, magazines, YouTube. That's just 3, but of course there are millions of places. Facebook groups, you might also find what people are looking for, but that's not so much a problem-solving area. And forget about the how. Well, I don't know how to do that. You would know where to start. One step is enough, because that one step is like driving in the dark. Your headlamps can only see the road ahead, I don't know, 200-300 yards. But you can drive thousands of miles, only being able to see 200-300 yards in front of you, as long as you keep moving. So when you take one step, the next step will occur to you. So for you, the problem that you're solving is how to find a problem to solve. Well, I'll watch a video. Oh, that gives me an idea. I watched that video, and the person on that video said blah, 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 blah. Now you've taken one step. You've got the next one. Right, now start writing that down, and it's trusting. This is the personal and less tangible advice. Start trusting what comes. Write it down, and trust that people will want to hear it expressed your way, not the way the person in the video or the magazine said it. Some people will, and some people won't. And that comes to this. Let's get rid of that one. Take action, because it's belief that it doesn't matter. Some people are going to not like what you say. Some people, or the way you say it. And some people will. Get over it. There are billions of people on the planet. That's always going to happen. And then the money comes as a byproduct of all that, because money is just thank you notes. It's how people thank you. So you put up your video, your ebook, your podcast, whatever, and you charge people $5, $7 to go and download it. Right? Or maybe you want to do, this is how I got my toddler to eat fruit first as a freebie, and then you say to them, if you'd like more info on how to get, toddler behavior or whatever, I've got this. Then you have a bigger thing, and that's $7 or $10 or even more. Right? It's about belief and taking the action. Just saying to yourself, well, nobody will listen to me. Well, if you don't put your ideas out there, that'll be true. Nobody will, because nobody will have heard of you. So make it so that people can. Okay? So, there we go. Now, I hope that's been helpful. I hope that's given you at least one step to take in terms of how you can find ideas endlessly, where to find, and trust what comes into your own mind. Look at other people's and listen to the voices in your head that either tell you, no, I wouldn't do it that way, in which case, great, you've got an idea of your own. How would you do it? Or, that is brilliant, and then put it in your own words. Or find a couple of ideas and mix them together, right? And then come up with your own way. Remember, you're not expected to come up with something completely original. It's very little that's completely original under the sun. The same problems, only 3 areas: health, wealth, and relationships, really love, that are really the evergreen issues for everybody. Everything else, pretty much, are variations on those 3. So, over a long, long time, those have all been dealt with. It's not that they've not been done before, it's that nobody can do them the way you do. So, that's how you do it. That's how you have endless ideas that make money. Hope that's been helpful. If you would like to have a one-to-one conversation with me for completely no charge, there'll be a link below this video, a slide coming up on the screen. It's just trevoremdon.com/breakthrough session. Go there, you'll see a 7-minute video. I'll explain everything you can apply to get on my list, and we will talk. And whether that's about your business, it says business, but it's also about your life if that's what you want. We will talk, and I will see you there or next time. Thanks for watching.